What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the South Alabama versus Arkansas State college football matchup going down Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. If you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Experts tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do it. We got week 8 college football on the horizon. We got week 7 NFL coming up, as well as MLB playoffs and NHL action all week long. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase. But let's get to this one between South Alabama and Arkansas State. And it's an interesting early week Sun Belt clash, as you got South Alabama 1-5 straight up, 2-4 against the number this season after a 31-24 loss to Troy in their last games. The team has now lost 5 straight games, 0-5 against FBS opposition this season. The lone win in week 1 against Morgan State. On the other side, you got Arkansas State 2-4 straight up, 3-3 against the number after a 31-30 outright win over Texas State in their last matchup. So, Arkansas State snapping their 4-game slide, but I still have my concerns about this Arkansas State team from an offensive perspective. They had scored 16 points or less in 3 of their previous 4 games. Now, keep in mind, there was a game there where, they almost beat Iowa State at home. They got blown out by Arkansas. They narrowly lost to Kennesaw, and they lost to Louisiana Monroe. But this is still an Arkansas State team that I think is still fairly sound defensively. I mean, they're not, great from, an overall defense perspective, but, they can still, slow down the rush in certain spots. And I just don't know if I trust this South Alabama offense, even though, you've seen an Arkansas State defense that's given up 31.7 points per game this season. Again, keep in mind, the level of competition on some of those other sides. And when you look at the last 3 games, that number has gone down closer to 28 points per game. And, even if Arkansas State, shows up defensively here, I just don't know if their offense can back it up here. I think South Alabama is the much better defensive unit in this game. I mean, you look at their overall season numbers, they're around the national average or close to it in terms of total defense. They're a top 25 pass defense, which is where Arkansas State likes to move the football. And, they're solid in yards per attempt. Could be better in yards per completion, but I just don't think that Arkansas State's going to be able to drum up a whole lot here against South Alabama's defense. But I also don't love the South Alabama offense either. They can't really pass the football. If you run the football, it's going to be their top 10 in rushing attempts per game. So I think the clock is going to be consistently moving. And I just think 60 is too high of a total for this game. I could see it being something like, a 28-20 kind of game. Even 31-28, something like that still gets us to the pay window. But I don't think it's even going to get that high. I think this is just going to be sort of a lower scoring game, kind of like maybe the 31-24s we've seen from South Alabama here and there in Arkansas State. So give me the under between Arkansas State and South Alabama, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.